Hello everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I like to show you and make with you how I make this cute little junk journal. It's really little, it's quite small, it's quite thin, and it's not embellished richly. On the inside it's actually just made for making notes. So it closes up with a sari ribbon, some sari silk. It is this cute picture of this ice bird, I guess. You see all the snowflakes here. I embellished the front with some lace, a nice applique. I chose white because of the white snowflakes, and some ribbon and a cute little button a friend gifted to me, and it's made from a page from a nature book. I will show it to you, and from old ledger paper. And if you put those two together and you make a one signature on the inside, and this is still 56 pages, so if you count them like this, 56 pages with coffee and tea dyed paper. You can write your thoughts in there. You can still embellish the papers, excuse me. You can still embellish the papers, and you can do with it everything you like. So it's quite a blank journal to fill in as needed. And in this case, I folded the outside to the inside to make it a little more sturdy, and because the pictures on the inside were so beautiful, I decided to not cut it off over here, because that was really a shame, right through the middle of this owl's head. So I decided to make a little flip out of it, and it goes back a little here because otherwise it would curl up, closing the journal. So this is old ledger paper, this is an old book, and put together you get this really sweet junk journal for your notes, your thoughts, pictures, whatever you like, with this lovely bird on the front. So I'm going to show you how I make that from old book pages and old ledger papers. In order to do so, I chose another design from the same book, and as promised, I'll show you the book. It is a book by a famous Dutch artist who makes drawings, and they are gorgeous. And I found this in a thrift shop. Actually, I just realized that the cover will be really nice as well. I found this in a thrift shop, and look at this. And look at this. There's lovely pictures all throughout the book, and they're all this big. I really adore them. And it's hard to choose because there's another picture on every page. I thought this was also so cute, these owls. But I decided to make something wintry. So I decided to go with first this one, and now this one. So I've decided to make one with this picture, and as you can see, the ledger paper in this one is a little bit bluish. I bought a couple of ledgers through eBay, and look at the difference. This one is greener. This is another ledger. So I took the blue one for this journal, and I'm taking the green one for this journal. And the way I put them together is I fold this over. So this will turn into the front page, the closure, and I will have to decide where I am going to put those two together. And what I don't want to do is try not to cover up this pencil writing. What I like about this page so much is the way they've filled in the ledger, but also the calculations they made here. And I think that is just gorgeous. And look at this. It is from 1923. Really, really old. And this is just so authentic. So I will have to trim this page down in order to fit it with that one. And that's what we are going to do. The back of it, by the way, I don't think it is that gorgeous. The back of the other one had the beautiful owls on the inside, but these beasts, I guess some people could get a little squeamish about them. So I went through the same book and tried to find something to go with it, and I found this. And then look at it. When you have this on the front and you would flap it open and we're going to put this on the inside, that's much better. I really hope I don't have to cut through these birds, but we will just see as we go along. So we're going to trim this one first. In order to do so, I take this quilting board. I learned this way of cutting down things from Carol Laws, from Carol Laws Creates, and I like it. It works really neat. And especially with these beautiful pictures, you don't want to lose things you don't want to lose. And the paper trimmer is not always that correct in cutting things, so I actually really like this way as well. Also, if you have to trim a little extra from the side when it's already stuck together, it is much more convenient to do it like this. So here is the part I want to use, and here is the part I want to make the booklet with. So we are going to fold this over. This I want to go over here. And let's have a look. I'm still thinking about going to make a flap like I did with the other one, or am I trimming this a little bit so that these will be visible and these will be visible as well. And I think that is possible. So if we close it up over here, and I will fold it over to the other side, because that's what it's going to be. Then it would be something like this, maybe a little bit further. I think this is cute. Yeah, this is cute. So I'm taking that out, and I'm just going ahead and fold it over. You will still see this bird, but you have to fold it open all the way. So this is going to be attached on the inside. and it will fold over like this. Yeah. And I will make little thing over there and a little thing over there, and I will know exactly where to cut. So when this will be glued together, this will turn into the front of the booklet, like this. And when you fold it open, it will fold open like this and like that. And you will see the head of the bird and only this. And I don't like that. So I am deciding to make something over this. And I will have to take the measurements. It will be kind of 6 by 8 inches, and when I look at this 8 inches, I will have the head of this bird over here, and I think that's a little bit sad for the bird as well. When I do this and I measure this, I will have a little over 7 inches, and when I put 7 inches in here, you will have to know that these are here, but you won't see the squeamish things anymore. So I'm thinking about just cutting this out in a rectangular shape, and you won't see this anymore once you've put over that. So let's go ahead. And as always, I have to make another decision, because when I put this over here, I don't like seeing this and there. It is distracting. So I've decided to cover that up with washi tape. And I have this gorgeous washi tape by Note and Wish. And it goes so well together, look at that. So I am going to cover that up with this. So I'm going to stick this down first. There we go. And I'm going to, no, I will stick this down first and the washi tape, and then we will stick down that. So let's do that. It's always, you can think about things, but in the middle of a process, and especially with these gorgeous drawings who turn out to have another back all the time, or something on the back that you don't like, but you will see on the inside, you will just have to think about something, how to make it still nice. The other one had a really cute inside, and here I have to think about what I'm going to do with that. So let's line this up. Excuse me, I don't know if my hat was in the way, but now I've put it out of the way, I hope. And then this washi tape is going over here. I will just trim this with my scissors. And I don't have to mind about this part, because that will be glued into the notebook. Let's trim this. I think this is much better, especially when you don't look at this bird anymore, but you know that that will be covered up by the notebook itself. Look, isn't that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So we're going to do it like this. So now we're going to attach the back side to the back of the ledger paper, and happily, it's not going to cover the pencil math. It is on the back. So we are going to glue this onto the back, hold it tight so that I know for sure it is not going to go anywhere I don't want to like it to go. And there. So here's our booklet, which is ready, coming together, glued to the ledger paper, closing up, and you can still read the lovely pencil math on the lower side of the ledger paper. So now I'm going to put together my signature, and that will be the papers I showed you earlier. And as they are too big, you can already see that I'm going to trim them down, fold them together. All right, I've trimmed them and put them together, and as you can see, they will fit nicely into this journal. I put them alternatively. I put this in there, just a page which is a little more different in size, and this as well. And I'm quite happy with that. So it's about time to put the whole lot together and sew it in with a simple 3 pamphlet stitch. I will do that off camera because there is enough tutorials about people who are showing how to do that, and otherwise the video will get too long, so I will come back and then this will be in, and we're going to decorate the front of it. So the signature is sewn in, and here we are with our little booklet. It's neatly in there. I left these long for just now. Maybe I will make something to it, I don't know yet, or I will just cut them short. I don't think this is a journal where you want to have dangles on. No, I've decided I will just cut them short. There they go. And I'll just leave them in there. And it's neatly on the back. You really have to come close to see it. There's no need to cover that up. I will just want to make this, as well as the other one, in a neat little journal with a closure and some embellishments on the front. And that is what we are going to do right now. With this one, I made it with white and this lovely button with blue in there, and a thread that is coordinating with this color. Here I am not so sure about white because it is completely different. So I was thinking about using the same more fabric crochet-like thing, maybe a tiny strip of it, because the birds are coming close to the edge, and for decorating with a applique, I was either thinking about this one or this one. It's a little bit crinkled. There is a seriously lovely cameo on it, but I'm not going to use it here because the cameo doesn't go with the birds. And I think when you look at the picture, it should either go here, but then you cover up that bird, or it goes here and then it might be too big. And when you look at this one, it is slimmer. And then I am thinking about going like this. It is okay if this sticks out a little bit. And then a little bit over this bird. I guess that is nice. Let's just start by cutting the applique in the desired format. There. And we can fiddle around with it a little bit more. That is not going to work. I think this is quite okay. This is where you can see I've been figuring out what I wanted to put on there and in which format. I had some options to choose out of and finally made a decision. I've left something out and I've sped up the process because otherwise it will take too long. I can deliberate about like more than 15 minutes about how I like to have things. But this is the way I decided to make it eventually. And I'm putting it on with my normal glue. And you can see it here that it is glued on. And here I am deliberating between two different colors of sari silk and making. I'm going to measure up how much I will need. And that is about this. And I'm still thinking about either fixing it there or not. I don't know yet. Still undecided about that as well. And this is hanging over his head. So I think I will make the bow over there. So most of the times I do put something on there and then I'm going to see how things look. And I think this time the bow there will be okay. So this is the second one. We started off with this one, with this cutie. And as you can see, you take a whole other picture, you take another color. I have 3 different ledgers. And when you take another picture and you combine it with another color, you've got a completely different book within the same way of making it. I like it. I hope you did too. Thanks for watching.